Good afternoon. I'm Steve Jurens with your live Northeast Radio SD News for Friday, April 10th, 2026. Your news this hour is brought to you by Aero Products, your local bridge to better business. Aero Products is Watertown's locally owned point of sale, credit card processing, and local service for small businesses. Find out more at aeroproductswtn.com and follow Aero Products on social media. With spring cleaning season in full gear, the City of Watertown Public Works Department has announced the temporary opening of the 4th Avenue Southwest yard waste drop-off site. Starting this Tuesday, April 14th, residents will have a 5-day window to clear out winter debris free of charge. The site, located roughly 2 blocks east of municipal utilities, will be open daily from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. until it closes for the season on April 18th. If you're heading out, remember that this site is for Watertown residents only, and you must bring a recent utility bill to gain access. They are accepting leaves, grass, and tree limbs, as long as those limbs are under 6 feet long and 6 inches in diameter. One important rule: loose waste will not be accepted at 4th Avenue. Everything must be bagged, boxed, or in a 95-gallon container. If you have a larger loose load, you will be redirected to the City Landfill, which is offering free disposal for tarped loads during this time, April 14th to the 18th window. A longtime fixture in Codington County leadership is preparing to sign off. During Tuesday's Board of Commissioners meeting, Myron Johnson announced he will be stepping down at the end of his current term. Johnson has officially withdrawn his nominating petition for the upcoming election, signaling the end of a 16-year tenure on the commission. The announcement came with a bit of humor as Johnson joked about his previous attempts to leave the public eye, telling his colleagues, quote, "I'm going to try to retire again. Failed the first time, so we'll try again," end quote. While fellow commissioners expressed reluctance to see him go, Johnson isn't walking away just yet. He will remain in office through the end of the year and will continue his work on various boards, including the South Dakota Retirement Board, until January 1st, 2027. Construction on the new Codington County Jail is officially moving forward, though South Dakota's unpredictable weather is leaving its mark on the calendar. Commissioner Lee Gable provided a progress report this week, noting that as of April 7th, the project is 17% complete, while the construction is on pace and the $32.6 million budget remains in good shape. The expected completion date has shifted. Due to 28 days of weather-related pauses, the new trending completion date is now set for August 16th, 2027. On the financial front, the county is being highly conservative with its emergency funds. The owner contingency fund reserved for county requested changes remains nearly untouched at just 4% usage. The most recent update involved a safety upgrade to the facility's smoke evacuation and alarm system. Commissioner Gable assured the board that they are working through little things, but no major hurdles have surfaced. It is a busy and successful season for Codington County 4-H. Educator Jody Lehrer reported this week that the local shooting sports program is heading into its peak, with 57 youth registered for the state 4-H shoot in Fort Pierre later this month. Even more impressive, a local team is qualified for the Daisy National Shoot in Arkansas this July. This marks the second time the county has sent a team to the prestigious event, which has strict rules preventing teams from competing 2 years in a row. But the program's reach extends far beyond the shooting range. Lehrer has been active in local classrooms with the Adopt a Cow dairy curriculum, connecting students in kindergarten through second grade at Waverly and Millette schools to their agricultural roots. Looking ahead, the summer calendar is already filling up with a Cloverbud camp, set for June 24th, and early planning underway for the highly anticipated Achievement Days. Commercial drivers in South Dakota are on the clock to avoid losing their licenses. Effective July 1st, 2026, the state is adopting new federal regulations that require most CDL holders to maintain a valid medical examiner's certificate. This change eliminates the old accepted intrastate exception, often known as the K restriction, which previously allowed some drivers to operate within state lines without a medical card. The Department of Public Safety warns that if you don't update your status by the July 1st deadline, your CDL will be automatically downgraded to a non-commercial license. To help drivers meet this requirement, several exam stations are opening for special Saturday hours from 7 a.m. to noon over the next 3 weeks. Stations in Brookings, Huron, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls will be open this Saturday, April 11th, as well as the 18th and 25th. Even those with agricultural exceptions must visit a station to complete the paperwork and receive a corrected license. Emergency crews responded to a serious two-vehicle crash in Brookings County yesterday morning. Just after 8:30 a.m. on April 9th, a 2012 Toyota Camry collided with a Ford Transit bus that was stopped at a railroad crossing on U.S. Highway 14. The driver of the Camry, Alicia Collins of Volga, was traveling eastbound when the collision occurred. The bus driver and 3 passengers reported minor injuries and were evaluated at the scene. Inside the Camry, both the driver and front seat passenger were taken to Brookings Hospital with minor injuries. However, a rear passenger in the Toyota sustained serious injuries and had to be airlifted to Sioux Falls for emergency treatment. Both vehicles were towed from the scene with disabling damage. The crash remains under investigation by the Brookings County Sheriff's Office. Your news this hour was brought to you by Aero Products, your local bridge to better business. Aero Products is Watertown's locally owned point of sale, credit card processing, and local service for small businesses. Find out more at aeroproductswtn.com and follow Aero Products on social media. Read more full in-depth stories online at northeastradiosd.com. Check out the daily news recap podcast and live interview uploads. And don't forget to sign up for our newsletter delivered straight to your inbox every morning at 6 a.m. And with today's local and state news from Northeast Radio SD Studios in Watertown, South Dakota, I'm Steve Jurens.